let's talk about dating. So I'm single, and one of the most frequently asked questions I get while traveling around Europe is about the men's. I'll tell you about what it's like dating in Albania. So I've been here for about 2 months, and I'm just gonna give you just my overall first impressions, right? Obviously, it's not enough time to get a proper sample size, so I'm not gonna make any grand statements about Albanian men or whatever it is. I'm just gonna tell you about the vibes. I'm just gonna tell you about first impressions, all right? For starters, they like us over here. I'm not one of the girlies who always gets dolled up. And honestly, it's so hot. It's so hot right now in the summertime. You don't want to put nothing on your face, like, because it's just going to melt off, right? You're not going to want to wear your good clothes, your good shoes, because you be walking a lot, okay? And them sidewalks going to make you see the Lord. So, sometimes I be looking just raggedy, okay? The men's, they still come. The men's, they come. They just come. I don't know. And, you know, part of it is, I think, I've talked to some people, I've read some comments. It is a part of like the Albanian culture to stare at people. Part of it also is I'm Black. There's probably, I told y'all, they spread us out by a kilometer. So I might be the only Black person on the street, okay? You might not see another Black person in like a 100-mile radius. I'm just saying. So part of it is like, hey, they got a Black chick over there, right? And also, like, I've heard from other Albanian women that like they get stared at too. I think that's just what they do here, okay? And so like for me, at first, it's kind of off-putting. I'm an introvert, I'm awkward. I don't really like people looking at me. Move along, right? So when I'm bopping around the streets, I'm giving you antisocial, I'm giving you don't approach, very much. Headphones in, sunglasses on, music blasting. You're not speaking to me. I know you're not speaking to me. Even still, they be speaking to me, okay? This has happened when I've been in a group. It's my dog, Bernie. This has happened when I've been in a group with like other Black women. Once we had a guy come up to us, try to chat us up or whatever. He invited us to dinner later on or something, but big thing in the US, right, is they tell you not to go out with your girlfriends because like a guy isn't gonna feel confident enough to approach. I don't know if it's that sort of like, I hate the use of this word, exoticism, the allure of seeing a group of Black women, but we've had on several occasions had guys come up to us, right? Me on my own, I've had guys trying to chat me up. I've had guys ask me for my number. So I don't know if Albanian men are just a little bit more forward, a bit more like, what we doing? Go-getters. Like I've had guys who will shoot their shot and I don't be doing nothing. It's completely unprovoked. The people said they want us to date bus drivers. I done had a bamboo delivery driver try to ask me out. I done had a mechanic who upcharged me way too much to put tires on my car, ask me out. They will just shoot their shot. Gotta give it to them. Other than that, I have gone on a couple of dates with Albanian guys. So obviously it's not enough to really give like a full-blown opinion. I've really just had like a little bit of a taste, a little sample size, right? But I'll tell you what I think so far. Albanian men are kind of like real chill, but I think too like it's a cultural thing, because even the people aren't all about that rah-rah stuff, right? Which I kind of like, which is why I'm staying here longer. I'm from New Orleans, and it's a vibe. You can go to places and it's just like, okay, I want to listen to jazz and just sip on something. And like there's a lot of places here where it's like you just want to listen to music and you want to sip on something. There's a ton of cafes / bars, like lounge situation. Like the resto lounge culture here is huge. Even outside of my Airbnb, like just walking down the street, there's like 6 different places, not an exaggeration. There's 6 different places I can just sit down, have a coffee, have a glass of wine, just chill, because like that's a part of their culture. And so you'll see people just hanging out, sitting, drinking a drink, smoking a cigarette, minding their own business, right? So the energy is like that when you go out on a date too. They're just very calm, they're very cool, and it's like nobody's trying to do too much. Which I like. There's nobody trying to like, they're not trying to do too much. They do try to stunt, they do try to impress you. The Albanian men, they love a Mercedes, child. I done seen so many Mercedes around here. They love a nice car. If they have money, they love to spend their little money, child. If you one of the girlies who likes to be treated like a princess, I feel like this is a good place. All of the men I've gone on dates with have been super well-mannered, very gentlemanly. I will say the one hiccup is the sense of humor is kind of, it takes a second to get used to. So I love a dark sense of humor. I love sarcasm. It's not off-putting to me, but I could see how it could be really like cringy to other people, because it's like, bro, like joke about knowing the mafia. Like I had one dude tell me that he was gonna get his scooter off the black market, and then he was just like, they'll say something and then they don't laugh afterwards, they don't crack a smile, they be like serious, right? So he was like, I'm gonna get my scooter off the black market. And I mean, I think he was serious, but like they say stuff like that and you don't know if it's a joke or not. They'll be like, yeah man, like maybe I'll chop you up. What? No, that's not funny. That's not funny. That's not a joke. That's not funny, right? It's funny, but we don't know each other like that. Don't joke with me like that. You could be serious and I could be scared, you know? So there's that element to it. Other than that, I feel like they have like nice little personalities. Conversations are usually pretty interesting. It's always interesting to hear another person's perspective, especially because they have a completely different like living experience than I have. Another thing is, so as a Black woman, I'm trying to think about how to say this. Never thought I would say what I'm about to say, but my Americanness is more important than my Blackness. Never thought I would say that, because now mind you, I think I'm one of those Black people that thinks that every place in the world is racist, right? But there's like varying degrees, there's different ways that it manifests itself, all that kind of stuff. We're not going into that in this video. But I will say this, the times that I felt that people have been rude to me, I've never thought that it was because of my race. The times that I've thought like people are being standoffish to me, it's part of their culture. They're not somebody who's gonna chase you. So like with Americans, if I see another American in the street, I'm gonna be like, where you going? But here, everybody is so chill. Like, now I heard people raise their voice, right? But like, they not really looking for attention like that. So they're not gonna come up to you first and be super friendly. I found that if I engage in conversation with people, they'll engage back with me. They'll joke with me. They'll be nice towards me. So the people who have been rude are just rude. They're just rude, right? And obviously there's racism. There's probably gonna be racism. I'm in that space. I think I've been traveling for like 7 months now. And I'm in that space where I haven't escaped racism, but it seldomly happens to where I don't really have to think about it. Like when I was living in the US, it was on my mind constantly. And you don't even realize that weight, that burden, that pressure you feel when you're walking around and you feel like a criminal. You feel like somebody's watching you. You feel like you're not supposed to be in a certain space. Here, they're not really bothered by you like that. Now, mind you, they staring at you because it's like, that's a Black person. Like, who are they? Who are they? What are they doing here? But it's not super aggressive like, you ain't supposed to be here. Go back to your country. It's not that energy at all. If anything, it's curiosity. I will say, connecting that to dating, me being an American is cooler to people than me being Black. And so they know a lot about Black American culture. There's like some huge hip hop fans here. Hip hop, they like Afro beats. I remember the first time I got into a cab, the guy was like, I love your hair. He didn't say anything. He didn't say a word to me. It was literally, okay, yeah, I can go to that place with you. But then there was silence and he was like, I love your hair. I just wanted to say I love your hair, right? I said, oh, thank you, okay. And then silence again. I love Jay-Z. Another thing is, they all want to talk to me about Kanye. They want to know what I think about Kanye. They want to know what happened to him. They're like, man, he's so talented. Assume that I am the rap goddess, that I know all about hip hop, and they want to talk to me about it. Another thing is they want to talk to me about American politics. I am the voice for the nation, and I don't want to be. But other than that, I would say I had a lot of pretty good varied experiences. As always, follow the Awkward Black Nomad on all social media platforms and hit the like and subscribe button so I can give you guys more videos about my experiences in Albania and also on my journey as I backpack. I wouldn't even say backpack. Try to roll my heavy ass luggage across Europe.